Genders Games, haha! Ladies and gentlemen, the League of Legends World Championship Tournament is finally upon us. This month-long festival of the best this game has to offer has me all kinds of excited, and I decided that this year I will do my best to share it with you. So, here's how I plan for this to go. Each week, there's going to be some tournament action. 2 weeks of round-robin style groups, followed by a week for quarterfinals, 1 for semifinals, and of course, the finals. Before each stage, I will release a video explaining who's playing and what my predictions are for the results. And then, afterward, I'll do my best to share the actual outcomes as well as some of the most awesome highlights. This week, the group stages begin. 16 teams enter, split into 4 groups of 4. Only the top 2 of each group will survive. They will each play 6 games, twice versus each opponent, so they all get the chance to play on both red and blue side. The games begin in Taipei, Taiwan, with both groups A and B. In Group A, we have Korea's Samsung Galaxy White, China's Edward Gaming, Taiwan's AHQ Esports Club, and Turkey's Dark Passage. This group I'm calling the Princes and the Paupers. I say this because, frankly, this particular group is pretty lopsided. I'll explain as we go. Samsung Galaxy White are, according to a lot of pros, theoretically the best team at Worlds this year. They were here last year as Samsung Ozone, but didn't make it out of the group stages. After the struggles of last year, they switched mid laners with Samsung Blue, and things have been looking up ever since. This is the team that took out last year's World Champs. These guys are the reason we won't be seeing another round of #ThingsFakerDoes. With their consistently strong performances and strong objective-based play, they are the team to watch here. Edward Gaming is the Chinese attempt at a supergroup, combining the best features of several top Chinese teams and mashing them all together like an Oriental Frankenstein. Though lacking some cohesion thanks to being only 7 months old, their consistent individual strengths make them a powerhouse to behold and certainly deserving of China's #1 seed position. Though they have the home team advantage here in group, Taiwan's AHQ Esports Club are perpetual underdogs. They just barely missed out on coming to Worlds the last 2 years, and this year came in second behind Season 2 World Champs Taipei Assassins. Despite these high-level losses, they've clearly shown themselves to play at the highest levels and have made it here this year. With one of the strongest bot lane pairs in the world, AHQ may very well surprise the world and knock out some titans. Dark Passage is undisputedly the strongest team in Turkey. They've won every single season in their league both this year and last. They won the International Wildcard Tournament handily and are ready to wreck face. Being the wildcard, they're automatically the small fry of the group, lacking in international play experience. Even still, they've been around for quite a while, and if the wildcard tournament is anything to go by, maybe we'll be in for a bit of an upset? And so, you can see why I chose the name for the group. We've got 2 clear favorites in the form of Edward Gaming and Samsung White. The games between these 2 will be particularly interesting to see which gets the better seeding going into the top 8, but beyond that, most people don't expect this group to go any other way. Personally, I want to keep a close eye on Dark Passage. They are a pretty strong team all around with some unusual picks, and they'll be just as much a surprise to the other teams as the international field will be to them. It all depends on how well they can adapt. In Group B, we have what I like to call the Bloodbath. Hailing from China, we have Starhorn Royal Club. From the USA, Team Solo Mid. From Taiwan, the Taipei Assassins. And from Europe, SK Gaming. If you don't recognize most of these names, I don't think you've been paying any attention to esports. All of these teams are storied, strong, and very aggressive. There will be lots of blood and tons of damage. You may remember Starhorn Royal Club as the 2nd place finishers from last year's World Championships. They were on a huge tear and favored to take the whole thing when SKT stopped them in their tracks. Since then, the roster's been shaken up, but they've added some all-stars to the team, including the Korean jungler Insec. Yes, the guy that Lee Sin combo is named for. He's here. AD carry UZI is one of the best in the world and could single-handedly carry games if people let him. Their weakness comes from miscommunication, thanks mostly to language barriers. If they can work around that, these guys may yet take the group. Team Solo Mid has been around since this game began. They've always shown up strong and in fact are the only team at the competition who's been to Worlds all 4 years. With a powerful lineup all around and significantly more practice than last year against international playstyles, TSM may very well go all the way this year. They just need to stay focused. The Taipei Assassins were the Season 2 World Champions. You probably see the team's skins in the game every day. Much like Royal Club, TPA has also seen a complete overhaul, leaving only the marksman Bebe to lead a new team to Worlds. While they've done really well in their region, TPA remains, as they were the first time around, the underdog. They have talent, but no particular standouts like many of the other teams here. As before, it will come down to their teamwork and ingenuity to crank out a victory. SK Gaming is an organization older than StarCraft. They jumped on the League bandwagon early and have been chugging along in Europe since the pro scene started. They've had many roster changes over the years. Their newest incarnation has powered hard through the LCS this year, favored to win the whole circuit, and only coming up short against the other 2 European teams that are here at Worlds. They are all extremely talented and work very well together. Honestly, a very strong contender. As for who will win, my vote's for TSM, followed closely by Royal Club. This is a very close group all around, but Royal Club's hyper-aggression was great last year and continues to be really strong. TSM has had experience with that style and has grown considerably over the year. If they come in looking for victory, I think they'll find it. Plus, hey, I gotta cheer for the home team. So, that's the scenario for groups A and B, starting on Thursday in Taiwan. And those are my predictions based on what I've seen and heard so far. What do you think? Who will win? Let me know in the comments. Let me know if you liked this format, and let me know what I can do to improve it. Subscribe for the rest of this series and of course other awesome content. Till next time, I've been Gin, and you've been watching me talk about a video game.